want to hear none of y'all talk about how hard I am and I'm wrong and this and that. If Ashlee does not respect black men, she had no value for us. Why would I care? Why would I put any value on her? If she had no value for my life, why would I have any value for her life? That GoFundMe that they put together, they will have to go find me to contribute to it because they can't get a dime of mine.
Black men, and I'm talking about the free-thinking black men. I'm talking about the indifferent black men who don't give a crap about the shaming tactics that these modern-day simps and guard dogs from the rap community use. The ones who don't give a crap about what these Keishas say or how they feel about you dating women from other races, whether they white, whether they Asian, whether they Hispanic, whether they're Middle Eastern. I don't care if they're Eskimo. I don't care. My message to y'all is do not feel bad. You see all this noise going around on the internet, them getting all worked up because y'all refuse to show sympathy for Ashlee Jenae. I don't give a crap about what anybody has to say about black men who refuse to feel remorseful. I don't feel remorseful. And that's just the way it is. If the person was terrible in life, they do not deserve to be canonized in death. That's not the way it works. If you were a terrible individual when you were still alive and you made no attempt to repent from that, you were so relaxed into it that they even had a conglomerate of hyenas, the hive mind, egging her on, praising her. She didn't want to change. You think death undoes all of that stuff? Why is it that when black men suffer some sort of demise, whether they end up losing their lives or not, or they just go through some sort of catastrophe, we're supposed to be the bigger ones, but when the tables turn, they don't get to be the bigger people? What kind of morality and balance is that?
Now this looks like a job for me.
Shout out to AC Reacts. He said it best. There is no such thing as a modern day Keisha. Because let's be real, back in the day, they were the same way. They were always like that. They were always toxic. They were always saucy. They were always parasitic. They were always bacterial. They were always viral. They were no good to black men. You want to know why that stat is thrown around so loosely, talking about men die earlier than women do? Why? It's because men are the ones putting in the work, breaking their backs to make sure that the well-being of their family is set. That's why. Taking them extra jobs. And you know how jobs back in the day were? They were hard labor jobs. Men needed to be strong. Back in the day, they were, I'm talking roughnecks, bruh. Roughnecks. Roughnecks. Now you got all these toxic, dorky Keishas over here taking advantage of that stuff. And now, check out what's going on all over the internet, right? They're over here talking about, the diagnosis of what went down between James McCann and Ashlee Jenae and all that stuff. Imagine they're putting in all this attention into the diagnosis of Ashlee Jenae and how she met her demise. How come there was no sort of autopsy? How come they did not arrest Hortensia Alcantara? Why didn't they bring Hortensia Alcantara for questioning during the demise of Kevin Samuels? That case was dismissed quick, rapidly, in no time. Notice how these Keishas are over here talking about, oh, wow, black men are showing no remorse and this and that. Imagine if it was a black man who was with Ashlee Jenae and this nonsense happened just in the state which it is right now. in its alleged form. This is an alleged case. All the hive-minded members will say, including the simps too, including that meerkat, that Steve Urkel looking punk, controversial Shannon, will say, aha, you see how sorry these black men are? You see how toxic these black men are? You see why it's them who love to unalive black women? You see what we're talking about? Now it's William Cartwright who's doing it. No one wants to say anything. Why? Because it goes against their arbitrary narrative. That's why. Check out these old cornballs making a fuss against black men for not feeling sorry or remorseful or having any sympathy for Ashlee Jenae. The more y'all keep pushing this nonsense, the stronger the indifference is finna be. And that's the way it is. It is what it is.
Black men, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all out here celebrating the unaliving of Ashlee Jenae because she had a preference. Now, I understand what she said. I mean, I've seen the messages like everybody else. Her old tweets have come up. And did she say some things that weren't nice? Yeah, but did she lie? Y'all embarrass us every day. But what I want to say about that is any man will embarrass you in a day. It doesn't matter the race. But if that's her personal experiences only with black or white, and black have treated her worse, then that's her personal experience. That black men have done her worse. Now, me personally, I love black men. Not only do I love black men, I like chocolate black men. I don't even like light-skinned black men. I don't like brown black men. I like chocolate black men. So I love black men. That's my preference. But was she lying? No. But was she narrow-minded into the fact to where it's like just black men? No. White men, Indian men, Mexican men, Chinese men, any man will take you up out of here. And the sad thing about that is that you don't know which one gonna do it. I say the first sign, any kind of red flag, the first sign of any kind of temper, that's not a normal temper, like in an argument, because you have a little temper in an argument. Anything besides that, I think you should leave the relationship, because you don't know who's gonna do it. I don't believe that all black men are bad. I don't believe that all black men alive women. I also don't believe that all white men are gonna alive you. It's just men. And women have their thing too, but we're not talking about women. We're talking about the outcry of black men holding some kind of resentment because of her personal experience. That's what she experienced. You know, y'all out here dogging us out every day. Y'all really are. Our black men have let us down, and that's just a fact. But are we the only race being let down by our men? I don't think so. I don't feel that way. I don't think it's just black men. And don't get me wrong, there are some amazing black men out here. So I'm not talking to y'all, so don't jump in my comments. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The ones that are not good. You know, it's certain reasons that sometimes they just don't do right by us. They think less of us. You know, and that's just a fact. I'm not making it up. And don't be mad at me about it. You know, you want to do something about it, you don't like it, change it. Treat us better. But I'm just saying black men are not the only ones. That's the only thing I didn't like, but I can't take away from her personal experience. If she's been dating black men and they have dogged her out, she has a right to feel how she wants to feel. Like when she said, they wake up and embarrass us. If that's all she's experienced, that's all she experienced. That doesn't mean that she got with this white guy that seemed to give her a soft life that she deserved to be unalived for it. And that's what she get. I don't feel that way. And if y'all feel that way, y'all need to check it. Because no matter what her personal preference was or her opinion was because of what she's been through, that girl didn't just deserve to be unalived like that. And it hurts my heart that y'all think, ooh, that's what you get. How'd that work out for you? That didn't age well. I've seen the comments. And they're cruel. She still didn't deserve that just because she was decided to be with a white man and decided that black men only ever dogged her out. If that's what happened to her, that's what happened to her. If y'all want to change the narrative, change the narrative. Treat your black queens better. Treat black women better. And like I said, y'all ain't the only ones. I mean, I think every race do stuff to women. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's one-sided, but I'm talking about from her personal experience. Stop dogging that woman because of what she been through and how she feel about it. I don't like that. Because she should still be here. Because black men dogged her out in her personal experience, and she thought this white man was going to treat her better, and she posted about it. It was what was on her mind. That's how she felt. And that's just it. Pull it together. She still should be here. Don't do that. Don't prove everybody right. And I love y'all black men, but y'all got to do better.
You can keep your fake love to yourself. You can keep your fake love to yourself. How many black men have I seen or have we seen on a grand scale expressing everything that they have inside, unleashing all the pain and anger and vitriol that they have inside for what black women have done to them? What do y'all hit them with? Who hurt you? Your mama black. You came out of a woman. Sign language. Talking about preference. Y'all hated Kobe Bryant because of his preference, right? James Earl Jones preferred white women. Y'all disrespected him. Nipsey Hussle passed away. Y'all disrespected him because of his preference, right? Jonathan Majors, preference. Y'all hated him for that. Terrell Owens, preference. Y'all hated him for that. Shannon Sharp. And me, I'm not going to pick up rocks and throw at Shannon Sharp. I'm not going to do all that. Oh, well, you shouldn't have gone with a girl that was 19 years old. She was 19 at the time. She's legally a woman. She's legally a woman. I don't care if Shannon Sharp is 60 or 70. I don't give a crap. As long as she was of legal age, that's it. Y'all need to shut up and stay out of it. I'm fed up with you see, this is exactly what happens when this gender-based discrimination reaches boiling point. Don't tell black men we need to do better. We have been told that for the longest time. Nobody tells black women to do better. Talking about black men embarrass us every day. Oh yeah? Like y'all are any better than us, right? Talk about black men embarrass the community more than any other race. Cap. If that is the case, then how come y'all are the least desired race of women globally? The dating market is not moving in y'all's favor. The dating market is not moving in y'all's favor whatsoever. Huh? I could travel to Poland. I could travel to Romania. I could travel to Brazil, I could travel to Colombia, I could travel to Thailand, and I am good. I am highly desired over there. And if you narrative spinning cornballs want to turn around and call it a fetish, it is a fetish. They're just fetishizing you there. Why do you even care? Why do you even care? Why is that important to you? You cannot call black men bullet bags and all that stuff. Call black men all these names and then turn around and care for our well-being. Talk about we're being fetishized and this and that and the third. Why does that matter to you? It should not be important to you. Huh? Oh, they're only accepting you because of your money. Well, different results from opposite ends. Y'all be telling men to pay over $300 to take you out on a date. Why are you so fixated on his money? Oh, he needs to be bringing in 6 figures. Why are you so fixated on his money? But want to attack women from other parts of the world and different races talking about, oh, it's because of their money and this and that. You want to know why these Keishas are the least desired race? Part of the reasons why, when things like this continue, and we will always turn our heads away, expressing nothing but cold indifference, reasons like this.
I knew that I had to leave my religion when they said that women should submit to their husbands and submit to leadership. And I realized that if my husband came to me with some leadership objectives and I disagreed with him, I would not be able to let him do the things he wanted to do. I would continuously and constantly torment him and taunt him and mock him until he does what I want, because I feel like I'm better. Like, I just knew that I had to leave my religion because my pride was too much. And yes, I'm not getting rid of my pride, because what they call pride is what I call autonomy. Let me tell you how that would play out. So say he wants to do X, but I think we should do Y because I feel like Y is a better option. And he decides that he wants to do X. I'm going to do Y regardless. And I'm going to mock him and I'm going to taunt him. I'm going to continuously quarrel him and make fun of him and literally just torment him until he does what I want. That's when I realized that I can't submit. I have to be submitted to.
Shut up, bitch!
You guys aren't even spelling her name right in half of these videos. You guys aren't even pronouncing her partner's last name right in half of these videos. And you guys create videos with so many opinions where you're 10 toes down on what you're saying, and it's hurtful to the family who knew her. It's hurtful to the friends that knew her. It's hurtful to her family. It's hurtful to anybody who's trying to get a genuine update that loves and cares about her, because she was a phenomenal person. She was a fucking phenomenal person. Excuse my language. I don't know if I can post it like that, but she was a phenomenal person. She was funny. She was a girl's girl. She would make sure you got home if we went out drinking. She was about black women. She was about her black people. So all this stuff about her being with a white man, okay, that's who she chose to be with. You guys are pulling up messages from back in 2011, 2013, when she was still a child. She's worked hard for where she is. Just because you can't relate to her doesn't mean you should dehumanize her, right? We're already talking about dehumanizing people across the fucking world in genocides, but we dehumanize this person because they don't live a lifestyle. Hold on. Because they don't live a lifestyle that you agree with, or
just pay attention to the lack of composure that has hit the camp of the modern day hive mind sisterhood. Pay attention to the lack of composure. Bruh, they are under severe pressure right now. Yo, it's spooky for them. It is spooky for them. They never thought that their narrative would be crumbling under pressure the way it is. And definitely, on my side, and to a lot of black men, this is not an invitation for the reach back.
Miss me with the race loyalty bullshit. Nobody in this world has hurt me more than a black woman. From the day I came out the womb, you ain't gonna be shit like your damn daddy. The mother of our children, the mother of my children, keeping me away from my child, parentally alienating me. Even the women in my family that share the same blood. Even the ones that say I'm not a Caucasian, that don't even look like a Caucasian. They look like they adopted with them fat, pudgy ass noses. Anyway, These are the same people that supported the woman from keeping me away from the child. Black woman. Women that I've dated, making me out to be a monster, saying that I'm just domestically being violent to them, when it's really them starting the fights, pulling out knives and some more shit. Being accused by strangers, black women, of being a child molester just because they don't like who I was or who I am or how vocal I am, whatever my personality is. It's always black women behind some bullshit, man. So I can't be advocating to be loyal to them.
Black men, to my free-thinking black men, not the simps and the panderers and the guard dogs and the... Do not accept the reach back. Let's listen to Mr. Baco and his wisdom.
A lot of you are going to hate me for this post, but you know me, I have to do it. This is a lady named Ashlee Jenae. 50 posts, 70,000 followers, and she's following 1,000 people. Do you know what she built her platform off of? Get you a white man, black man ain't shit. That's what she's built her whole platform. Here she is in a comment. Oh, brother, I see 305 in your bio. Let's talk about all the Miami men, not white, beating their women still. Or is it too touchy? Go live your life while I live mine. Somebody was telling her, hey, man, leave that white man alone. He gonna kill you. So she responded with, black men kill their wives. Go live your wife. Let me live mine. Look at the comment. What a dummy. He will kill you, one, the slave owner. I don't know what that means. Black woman in there. Oh my God, happy for you. And then someone asked, why do black women always talk about black men when they date white women? But she gets all the love for dating a white man. Guess it's no double standard. Of course. See, black men are not supposed to date. Black men are, our job is to be there when the white men are done with them. They need us to come and save them because they're black queens. Again, this is her profile. Go check it out. Ashlee Jenae. Here's another one. He's going to harm you. Get out. She ignored it. Looking beautiful. She goes, thank you, babe. I got my white man, my slave master daddy. Says, oh, we need justice for my friend Ashlee Jenae, who was found dead in her hotel in Tanzania. Her fiance, Joe McCann, claims she hung herself. Anyone who knows Ash knows she would never commit suicide. We need answers now. Oh, well, damn. Until you go to the stage for this comment. There's so many. I just brought one. Just one. Every day black men wake up to find new ways to embarrass us. Well, you didn't know every day white men wake up to find new ways to kill your ass. Would you rather be embarrassed or dead? Well, according to them, better dead. So, black men, this is rest in preference right here. There are more than 2,000 accounts like this who have built a platform of white men, blah, 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 white men this, white men that. But if I acknowledge it on my profile, if I ever acknowledge it on my page, oh my God, I thought I was following you for your politics. Why are you over here talking about relationships? Oh my God, black men, blah, blah, blah. Black men kill us too. Black men this. I thought you wanted unity with black women. With which black women? Which black women are we uniting with? Tell me, go ahead. Which black women? Because 90 of us know that 90% of married black women today who hate their husbands because they wanted a white man. They couldn't find one, but they wanted to be married, and then a black man came and said, marry me, and she goes, fuck, he's not white, but okay. Majority, this is, nothing change. More than 60% of black women want white men. If white men wanted black women the way black women wanted white men, there would be no black community in America today. From the time of slavery, today it would be white and biracial. The only black people you would see in America would be immigrants. Black woman wants the opportunity to erase her bloodline. 90% of the black women following me are those black women. You know why I know that? There's a Facebook page, right? I went on to. There's so many black women in my comments, in my DMs on Facebook. So many older black women, younger black women telling me how much this. One day I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw this interracial page, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And I went there and it shows you people who follow you, I started looking at the number of people that follow that interracial page, and I started looking. You would be shocked how many of them are in marriages with black men. You would be shocked. You go to comments, this same woman's comment that just got murderized by her sweet slave master daddy. Go to her page and see how many married black women are in there talking about. Literally, there was one. I saw the comment. She said, I just looked at my husband because apparently he took her to Tanzania where he went to go murder her. In his head, he's like, you African bitch, I'm gonna go murder you where your ancestors come from, you dumb nigger bitch. But she don't care. Oh my God, my sweet master, sweet pasta lobster. Rest in preference, you hoes. There is a reason why black women love bell hooks and hate Francis Wilson, because even after the Central Park 5 were found innocent, bell hooks came out and said it doesn't matter, that's what black men are. If these ones are innocent, that it doesn't matter because that's what black men do. Meanwhile, Francis Cress Wilson came out and said the black woman does not want the black man to have any sort of standards, so that when she's done being used by every race of man, she wants to make sure there's a black man to come home to. Two feminists, one hated by two hardcore authors and feminists, yes. One hated by black women, one loved by black men.
And that's the way it is. Let them stew in their own muck. This right here is the era of indifference. Black men, to my free-thinking one, to my liberated ones, those who have refused to remain on the plantation, salute to y'all, power to y'all, okay? The world is your oyster. Let these Keishas pay for their crimes, for they are great. And you already know, whatever nonsense you project out to anyone, it'll always come back to you. The golden rule in the Bible says it best. Do unto others that which you want to be done unto you. You sow evil to brothers, evil will come back hard on you, 100 folds. Now take that to the bank. That little blood clot eat ya them.